Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 86 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of Minecraft 1.21. Today I'm hanging out in my amethyst geode, not far from my base. It's kind of like right under here. I would like to, first off, do I have a portal to here? I kind of like wanded down. What do we got here? Portal to fluid area, trial vault, gold geode. I could probably add one here for my amethyst geode. I think that would be cool, right? Let's do that. Let's edit you and do amethyst. Cool. Good deal. All right. So what I want to do is snag a budding amethyst and see how quickly I can get it to grow. Because there's two approaches I can use here. Because I want to automate amethyst because last episode we set it up so that we can turn amethyst into diamond using Theurgy, right? So real simple, 4 amethyst shards turns into 1 diamond, which is pretty cool. Now that said, I can harvest with my Fortune 8 Paxel here and get like 12 amethyst shards for 1 cluster, which is pretty. Oh my, that was 20. That was 20 amethyst shards for 1 cluster. So like that, those 2 clusters got me 30. That's 8 diamonds. That's kind of cool. Now, granted, the processing time of converting amethyst to diamonds is a little bit on the slower end. It's not super fast, but if we do like a keep in stock kind of deal, where we're like, hey, always keep 512 diamonds in stock, it should manage to do what it needs to do. So my plan is thus: I'm gonna see about automating amethyst clusters today. So there's 2 things we can do. We could either use the Tablet of Awakening, courtesy of Ars Nouveau, and have an amethyst golem harvest all the amethyst in this area. But they grow relatively slowly, and that does not benefit from fortune. Alternatively, I could set up like a big area of effect block breaker, kind of like I did with the gold Geor stuff, to like get fortune going. But I thought, you know, like we already kind of did something like that, so maybe what we'll try today is like how quickly can we get this budding amethyst to grow, and can we use like a simple block breaker to do like 1 harvest of it? That may be cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that little dude out of here, right? And then I now can place him wherever I want. So I'm going to take him home, see what we can figure out by way of speeding him up in like a cool way, and then go from there. Does that sound like a plan? I hope so, because that's kind of what we're going to do today. So I think step 1, like I wouldn't mind growth accelerators, right? Like that's my key here is like, will growth accelerators do what I want them to do? Now I assume that placing this dude right next to here should work, and then the question will be, do you grow quickly? Or at least quickly enough that like it's worth... Oh, yeah, no, I would say that's fast growth, right? Is that quick growth? I feel like that's pretty quick. That's kind of cool. All right, that's not terrible. So like, not for nothing, but I could easily just like toss this here and call it a day, couldn't I? I feel like the answer to that question is yes, because you already, you actually don't have fortune on you, but I could throw fortune on you and then call that a day, right? All I would have to do, realistically, would be to modify the area of effect to be probably just a larger X, and a larger Y, and then that encompasses the whole dude, right? And then all I need to do is say amethyst. We're in block mode, right? Aha! Aha! That actually turned out to be a little bit easier than I was planning. It didn't occur to me that I could do that easily, but that kind of cool. All I have to do now is like fortune this dude up, right? I think that's worth doing, right? I think that's worth doing. Do we have a fortune? Let's go find out. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop over this way. We got a fortune available? We have up to 32. So what I'm going to have to do here is turn you on and get going with that, right? And I'm gonna clearly, just do this real quick. Oh no, you're not supposed to be in that mode. You're supposed to be in that mode. Sorry, there wasn't fortune on there anyway. That one has fortune though. Sweet. So I can extract level 8, so that's cool, and we're good to go. And then we can that. We're 16 levels. Turn you off. Store all the XP with a control click, and then we're good to go. Nice. Now, if I toss this guy in here, we have 114 shards. We have 170 shards. That's not too shabby. I am on board with that. So talk to me real quick about amethyst. Where am I storing amethyst? Am I storing them in here somewhere? I'm storing them here. That's where they live. Cool. Now, can they go into a functional, like, stacking kind of... I don't think so, because I don't think you can easily revert them, but I'm still going to try. Oh, you can! Okay, so that does work, actually. So then, let's get a locking tool here. Right? And then I can toss you right into one of these dudes. Just want to make sure there's nowhere better to place it. Yeah, this works. Boom. Is that cool? I like that. I'm on board. That seems good to me. Okay, so I'm not going to do the tablet thing. I'm going to do it this way, because my theory is that with the growth accelerator, we are going to get more amethyst more quickly from one budding amethyst on a growth accelerator and a fortune pick than we would from that room full of very slow growing amethyst. Is that a fair kind of assessment? I hope so. And even if it's not that, it's going to be fast enough, right? So then what I should be able to do is come down here and throw diamonds into this dude. And let's start with 256. Cool. So it should now be in the process of crafting a diamond. Now these things aren't what I would call particularly fast, but I wonder if there's a way I can souls it up. Right? We would need a lot of soul dudes, though. Because we have a few machines that we need to, like, souls it up on. Like, I think this is an example of one. So the trick would be, can I just do that and that? Can I put these soul dudes on top, I guess, would be the real question. I do hate this Z fighting that happens when they're next to each other, but I don't think there's much I can do about that. Liquefaction Cauldron, I'm going to assume that that works, but I actually know that's not going to work. You need to sit on the front of it. And I know this because when I've been using my wand, I can't wand the top block, but I can wand the bottom block. So that tells me that that's the one I need to tick accelerate, right? Yeah. Pretty sure that's in some way, shape, or form accurate. And then you guys... So, like, are we getting diamonds? Is that what's happening? I think we are. That's cool. All right, let me come back in a sec. I'm going to get ready to run some soul pipes and all that stuff, and we will be right back. So, let's see. I'm going to want to run this stuff. I've never been quite clear on how this works, but, like, does that work? It doesn't look great, but does it work? I'm going to assume that it does. I think that's what this is telling me, like that these guys are connected. But we'll find out together as a team. We'll figure this all out. Right? And then this thing should get soul boosted, right? Is that even an option? I'm going to assume that it is. Is that cool? Guess we'll find out. Boy, is it dire wiry back here. Look, it ain't easy sometimes. And then let's do some shrinky times. Cool. Assuming that I'm going to want to, like, circle back around here. Yeah, there's a soul dude that I can tap into. I made a bunch of plastic so I'd be ready to go. All right, so now everybody here should be sped up-ish, with the exception of you, which unfortunately has to go there because the other side is already tapped into. But I can like move it like that kind of deal. Okay, so where are we at with diamond processing and such? We're about to start a new one, so let's see what happens, right? That definitely seems faster, right? Oh yeah, I'm going to say that's absolutely faster. Let's see, is this quicker? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say that's noticeably sped up. Same with this dude? Yeah, definitely sped up. I'm going to say yeah. I'm going to say that that's cool. I'm also going to say that I probably want one... At souls? Yeah, this dude, Soul Surge. Give me one of these guys, please. Could I have one here? Because I assume that, like, you want some speeding up, right? That's cool. So it's a little dire wiry, but, like, it works. It functions. It's not the prettiest, but, you know. What's cool is all the machines that I need to speed up are kind of right next to each other, so it makes it very easy. So that was convenient, and that was by mistake. I did not do that on purpose because I didn't know what I was doing when I built this whole thing. This is absolutely an example of a system that grew organically, right? Like we just kind of started putting the stuff down, and it all kind of worked out, and we built it as we went, right? And that's about right. Now here's a thing I can do, by the way. Let's toggle this off. And it's going to finish its current craft, which should be cool. And I'm going to see if I can get it to make 16 at a time, because I feel like that would be faster. And I'll tell you why. Because it's like doing this and then that, and like every step is like inserting, redstoning. I think if we did 16 at a time, that would probably be cool, right? Now, I thought I turned you off, so like you can stop now, right? I hope. It is definitely quicker, right? Yeah, it's definitely quicker. Oh my goodness, I told you to stop. Locked, request in progress. I know! You were supposed to no longer be running. Come on. Well, that guy's back. Let's see here. So once it gets like close to done, so if I do that, we should be cool now, right? Well, maybe in a sec. Getting the impression the Zemi requester mod is a little bit something or other. Why is this lever here? I kind of forget. I have no idea. Why is that lever there? I do not know. That lever exists, and I have no idea why. Alright, so you're going to be done making diamonds now? You better be. Now we're being good? We're behaving ourselves? No more diamond crafting? Okay, thank you. So I'm going to also want 512 diamonds, I think, but we're going to do, like... So let's bump this back up to 512, but I'm also going to do 16 at a time. Okay, so now if I turn this on, he should kick off a request for 16 at once. Cool. So he did 64 amethyst, right? So if we check this dude out, he's doing like a lot of amethyst shards, right? 64 at a time. And that's kind of cool. And I feel like that's going to be faster than doing like one at a time. You guys think that's true? Like, I think that's true. Now, calcination ovens could probably also be sped up, to be fair. So if I wanted to do that, I could. But it's not that important. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Now, am I correct to it? Well, probably doesn't even matter. But I wonder if you put like 2 soul surges on the thing, does that like speed it up double? I can't. I imagine it wouldn't, right? Probably not. I don't know. But I think this is still like good enough, right? So then it's gonna do a whole bunch of stuff in here. Looks like it can do like 20 at a time. Is it inserting more? I hope it's being smart about it. I can't tell. Oh yeah, I see what's happening. Okay. Neat. Yeah, because remember it has to, it's locked right now, so it can't insert any more items. But then once it's done, it's going to extract and then insert more probably. Let's see what happens. See, yeah, then it put more in there. Right, and now it's closed again. That's cool. And that's definitely being sped up because I think it was much slower before. You know what would be a fun test? I think we're going to test it on the next cycle. But if I put a soul surge here facing that, that would have 2 soul surges on it and everything would still say connected. So I think that's doable. And that could be neat. And I'm curious to see if that's like noticeably faster. Right? And then you're doing your thing. Nice. Assuming you're running? Yeah, you are. Cool. A little bit slower, but that's okay. How's this thing doing? Like, is he keeping up? 83%-ish? I'm guessing yes? We're at 84 now, so that's cool. So I think he's keeping up. I think he's easily keeping up. And if I needed to, I could always throw more lasers on here. So not a concern on that souls thing. Oh, and you're empty already, and you're running. Nice. That's cool. Sweet. Right, and now a new one's cooking. Okay, that's cool. So what I might just try for fun. Okay. What if I put you here? I'm just curious if this is even faster now. It is faster, isn't it? Oh, it's cool. Oh, that's faster for sure. Isn't that faster for sure? I want to say that's faster for sure. So you can have multiple sides touching. That's neat. Now let's try this one over here, right? So this guy should be cooking up now. And he's doing that. But if I do this, is that even faster now? I actually can't tell. It might be faster. I think it's faster. Cool. Yeah, the only thing that bugs me is the Z fighting, unfortunately. But I'm guessing that's just a bug, and maybe in the next update that'll be fixed. That's pretty cool. Okay. And I was extracting from the bottom. So we can't put a soul surge on the bottom of this dude. So yeah, we're good. We're good. I think we're good. Technically, if I wanted to speed up the digestion vat, I could probably throw one over here. You know Dyer, he likes speeding stuff up. I would say that's noticeably quicker too. Okay. Yeah. So that's probably about as fast as I'm going to get stuff without, you know, doing like a redesign of this whole thing. So I think we're cool with that. All right, I'm going to let that cook. So if we check out our diamonds now, we're at 151, and we should be passively producing diamonds from amethyst. And we'll just always stay at 512 diamonds. And if we want to have more, we can just change this number. Is that cool? I feel like it's cool. You tell me. All right, so I changed the diamond stock amount to 256 because I want to do one more automation down here, basically just augmenting what it already does, but I want to do the netherite one. So what I'm going to do is prep this guy. So basically, in order to get netherite, we're going to need to get 4 gold, right, and convert it, right? So to get... Let's get all the patterns ready first, right? So netherite can be turned into netherite ingots, right? So that's step 1. In order to get this, we're going to need to convert this guy, right? So we're going to say precious metals niter turns into alchemical sulfur netherite. So that's going to go into that machine with the 4 blocks, right? To get precious metals, we're going to digestion 4 rare metals, okay? And then to get the rare metals, we're going to ferment gold with sugar, right? Alchemical sulfur gold, okay? And then alchemical sulfur gold will come from gold ingots. So this whole thing should work. I may just need to do like a little bit of whitelisting and whatnot, but we'll figure that out in a minute, right? So like step 1 is the liquefaction cauldron. That's going to be you making gold, right? Now I probably need a little shrink action happening because we're going to want to make sure that our extractors can extract the appropriate things. So we're going to want gold from Theurgy. So this guy is on the list of things that's allowed to be extracted, right? So then that'll go up here and make the gold. And then this pattern will make the rare metals. And then let's make sure that, is it this guy who has the filter? Nope, it's this guy. So on the up, you're going to sense for any sulfurs, so that's fine. And then on the up, you're allowed to extract niters. So that should work without any modifications, right? And then this pattern is what gets this guy. And let's see if there's any filtering I need to do here, right? So for you on the up, purified gold makes sense. And then precious gems, we're going to want to do precious metals can also be extracted from here. No, not you. Precious metals, this guy. Yeah, him. Cool. So he's allowed to be extracted. Okay. Now the tricky ones comes in over here. Okay. You're going to get this pattern. Produces 1 alchemical sulfur netherite with alchemical sulfur precious metals. So we insert precious metals, we get out netherite, right? So we're going to put the netherite in here. And this is the dude. I don't think I need to be shrunk no more. It's a little bit easier to navigate when not shrunk. So then basically I want to clone this guy, but you're going to insert alchemical sulfur netherite. Cool. Alchemical sulfur netherite goes in there. So this guy inserts diamonds on the orange channel. This guy is going to insert on the purple channel, so channel 2 redstone, right? Because remember, it's white, orange, magenta. Cool. And then over here, on the up face, we are going to clone you. And we're going to do that when we have a one of these guys. Cool. Cool. Okay. And then finally over here, we insert this dude. And if I remember correctly, I don't think there's anything we need to filter anywhere, right? I don't believe so, because everything's kind of like smartly done on this setup. So in theory, I should be able to request a netherite ingot, and all it's going to cost me is 4 gold. 3 this time, because I happen to have an alchemical sulfur gold already. Cool. So let's just watch everything run, right? So you should be cool. So you're making alchemical sulfur rare metals. Good deal. Now you're making that dude precious metal. And then you are... Did it work? Is it done? Currently crafting alchemical sulfur netherite. Oh, I think I have to add you to the to-do list over here. And also on the up, that's fine. Yeah, I need to add precious metals is allowed in here, which did that, which inserts the netherite and then extracts, and then netherite ingot complete. Cool. So if I want 10 netherite ingots, it's going to cost me 40 gold, and that's basically it. Ironically, this pattern basically makes netherite not cost ancient debris at all, right? It's literally the exact recipe minus the ancient debris. Instead of 4 ingots of gold and 4 ancient debris, it's now just 4 ingots of gold to make netherite. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I don't know. That's kind of nifty. A little overpowered. Well, a lot overpowered. But in fairness, this was a lot of work to set up, and I actually really enjoyed getting this all going. It's a complex mod, but it's cool, and it was an automation challenge. To be fair, it was absolutely an automation challenge, and also to be fair, I didn't use any just dire things. I used laser IO, obviously, but no just dire things. So there you go. I did a whole build without any just dire things blocks in it. Hopefully that's cool with you guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say that that's probably right about a good wrapping up point here, I think. What I'll do is I will let this finish converting, and then I will probably wind up... so you're going to do... Yeah, there ain't nothing that stops me from still tick accelerating on top of what the soul surges already do. So if I'm kind of like in a rush, easy peasy. Cool. So then if we check, yeah, everything's working. How cool is that? I quite like that. All right, so then over here, I'm just going to grab a netherite ingot. Okay. Which, you know, auto crafting worked. I'm going to put you in here. I'm going to say keep 64 in stock. You can make about 8 at a time. Is that cool? And now it should be on-demand crafting, keeping in stock. It's making 8, and it'll repeat until we hit 64 netherite ingots, and if we ever drop below, it'll make more. Same with diamonds, same with quartz. So I think this is a complete build. Like, I'm done with Theurgy for now. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me mess with it, because like I said, first time playing with the mod, definitely think it's cool. Enjoyed learning it, and I think it's cool because it's definitely a lot of automation challenge, and it's useful, right? Like, we're converting amethyst to diamonds, and we're converting gold to netherite. Not too shabby. All right, for now, Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You know the deal. Take it easy.